Hello, everybody. We got some confessing to do. That's right. I am on a 30-day beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge. This is day 19, I believe. And you're not going to believe what happened to me. I still can't believe it. But we're going to show you, some things, a couple things that I have to confess about, and a shocker. So I'm going to put my weight up there. Today was 173.3, which is the lowest I've been in a long time. I have done beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for four times. This is my fourth time, so I have done this in the past for 30 days. And you know what? We have some splaining to do. So this is Anthony Stewart. This is Food for Thought. We are questioning everything they've ever said. And today, I have a question. This is my N of 1, my experiment on myself, and this is where it comes into play very seriously. And here's the deal. Sugar addiction is a real thing. Not to mention the physiological effects sugar can have on your brain, and I'm going to try and explain to you why and how it affected me. Yes, I cheated, I guess you could say. Is this a failure or is it an opportunity to learn? And I would say the latter because I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in chance. There is a cause and effect thing that happened here. I am not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, but I'll start, explaining from my own perspective how things happen. So cruising along, beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. As you can see, if you want to check out my shorts reel, what I eat in a day, it's pretty meat heavy. Generally, what I do is I don't like to eat a lot of bacon. Obviously, it's processed. Obviously, there's some things that I can't control in it, even if it's pasture raised. So generally look for really good quality bacon, the best I can do and afford. And I'll have it once in a while. Most of the time it's back bacon or pork loin, and I cut it up. So that's kind of the bacon side of it. So what happened on day 16? I want to know if this has ever happened to you. For all the people that are sugar addicted, this probably will, relate to you a little bit. And for all the people that think you've got it licked, check this out. I'm pretty in tune with my body. I eat intuitively. I eat quite a bit, usually one meal, sometimes two. My weight has been leveling at about 177-ish. Now it's at 173, which is at a dip. Nothing's really changing. I have been, working quite consistently. So I'm pretty good at knowing my body. And on day 16, I had worked. This is what happened. I had worked probably, I would say 15 out of the last 2 weeks. So one day off in 2 weeks. I thought I had the next day off. So, as I went to the butcher, because I always check out this, it's a pasture-raised, grass-fed butcher shop around my house, and they had bacon on sale because it took me a while to figure out what's up. So I got some bacon. I got a pound of bacon. You can see on day 16, short reel, a pound of bacon, a couple ribeyes. Beautiful. Let's have some dinner. Let's eat some meat. Ate my meat. Had the day off, the next day off. So around 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'd finished eating. I got a phone call from work asking me to work, and then they gave me the time, and it was ridiculously early. Now something hit me, and it was a force. I haven't felt this forever. I had this crazy urge for sugar. It came out of nowhere. Generally, I still want sweet things, and I can look, even walking through things or having seen somebody eat sweet things, I generally don't have this, like the craving to eat sugar. It hit me like a freight train, and it took me, I was like, what's going on? This is bad. Like I know the difference between craving and hunger. So I had some butter, had a little salt just to see if I could squash it, it wouldn't go away. It was on my brain like it was stinging the back of my head. I needed sugar. So I went to the grocery store. I got some ice cream that had 3 ingredients, obviously, or whatever, eggs, milk, strawberries, and sugar. That was it. So sure, that's besides the point. I ate this ice cream. Now, why did I do it? Because this craving, from wherever it came from, maybe, possibly, we'll get into it, but my sugar addiction from before, I thought I had it licked. I don't ever need carbohydrates. I don't ever feel like carbohydrates. And I couldn't figure out why. What the hell was going on? Why was this happening to me? And it was ferocious, this urge. So I squashed it. Why did I do that? Because I could have white knuckled it. I could have, I'm positive. But the problem was I was working so early. I had to be up at like 5 in the morning. If for some reason I couldn't sleep, if for some reason there was some crazy psychological battle going on between this, I thought, let's just get rid of it. Let's deal with it. And then tomorrow, let's see what happens. So I ate the ice cream. I went to sleep. I woke up in the morning and no cravings, none. Absolutely. The next day, like I was just sailing smooth. I couldn't figure it out. How did this come from? What happened? And here's what I thought. And this is my opinion. Maybe, if anybody has any insight to what happened to me, let me know. Share in the comments below your experience of this, because this was crazy. So I started thinking, how? What was the difference? What were the variables? I don't believe in chance, cause and effect. And then it dawned on me. It was the bacon. Not only did I eat the bacon that I normally don't eat, but it was on special at the butcher, and it was a really good price, so I got a shit ton of it. And I didn't look at ingredients. I didn't even care. It was double smoked. It was delicious. Thinking back now, while I was eating dinner, I was like, this bacon is beautiful. I'm usually not very, it was almost sickly. And now, 2020 hindsight, I'm like, holy shit. The bacon must have triggered some deep-rooted sugar craving. And what happened? Maybe I didn't eat enough. Maybe my glycogen stores were depleted from the heavy workday. I thought I had the day off. Maybe the emotional response to having thought I had the day off to now being sort of stressed out to get to bed, these all could be factors. And all I know is my body is perfectly in tune to most of the time. And I kind of feel my way through it. I eat as much, intuitively. So what was the only variable that was different was that bacon. So not only did I fail my 30-day beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge, but this is probably the reason why I don't eat crap bacon from in abundance, like a lot of it, because you don't know what's in it. So I called the butcher. Sure enough, the second ingredient is pure cane sugar. So maybe a few slices of this bacon wouldn't have done it. But I'm telling you, I ate a pound. I said a pound or so it might have been even over a pound. And what did it do? It's deep rooted. So for all those who think sugar addiction is not real, for all those who think cravings are just a mindset, I'm telling you, from my experience, I don't get cravings anymore. I don't crave sugar. And what happened after one meal of, I should have figured out how many grams of carbohydrate I actually had, but it was enough to hit some kind of emotional trigger. And I find that very, very interesting. So the funny thing is, the next day, I shook it off. Who cares? I got through it, got good sleep. Maybe that's why I got a good sleep was from the carbohydrates. But the point is, in my experience, don't look at failures. Look at them as opportunities to learn. Everybody that I'm coaching, I tell them this. Do it. You do it, then learn from it. What did I learn? I learned that I have to be even more vigilant about what the ingredients are in food, and I'm still a work in progress. I was getting cocky. I thought I was the man. I don't need sugar. I don't need carbs. One big heaping serving of it drove my brain almost batshit crazy. It was quite interesting, and I'm looking at this as a learning experience. So all the people that are trying these things, these effects of these processed foods and the sugar, it's deep rooted. Do not underestimate the power of what these things can do to your brain. And for the most part, I probably could have white knuckled it through. I probably could have. But you know what? I had to work early. Taking it, using my logical, rational brain, I took it I took it for what it was. And you know what? Now I move on. And if I was worried about the weight loss or the weight, I'm now lighter 3 days later. So that's beef, butter, bacon, and eggs after 19. Do you think I'm going to stop? Hell no. I still got enough time. I still feel great. I feel amazing. I have not had a lick of a craving since then. So we're going to keep going. I hope everybody's doing well. And whatever way you choose, remember, processed food, it's unpredictable, and it's out there, and it's not your friend. If anything, eat natural, whole food, one ingredient, right? That's what I'm going to say today. So we'll keep up with the beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. I'll let you know how I do after 30 days. We're going to try and get into some fasting, but with work schedule, it's a little complicated. So I hope you're doing well. Let me know how you're doing. Stay strong.